Okay, come on. Okay, why'd you go over there? Stand on the other side. Okay. Yeah, when you're ready, go ahead and start. Yep.
Um, Hello everyone, my name is Choi Kang. It's a beautiful day for date with your lover on umbrella. But I'm going to give you a presentation. My group consists of three members, me, Jun, and Jongbom. And we are present about mechanical engineering. Firstly, I will talk about famous people in mechanical engineering. And then June will move on to kind of jobs and what they do and pay. Lastly, Jongdong will show that inventions and discoveries from mechanical engineering. And there are time for questions at the end of presentation. Now let's move on to famous people in mechanical engineering. There are many people in mechanical engineering. There are many people related on mechanical engineering, but I will introduce only three people. First, Jang Young-ju, secondly, James Watt, and thirdly, Henry Ford. The firstly, Mr. Jang. He is Korean scientist or inventor. He invented two kinds of watches. The first one is Jagyonglu. This one show the time by using water. The second one is Angul. This one show the time by using sunlight. And apart from that, he invented Chubugi, then measure rainfall. This one was very helpful for farmers. Next person is James Watt. Mm, he invented steam engine, and that led the industrial revolution. And moreover, his name Watt was adapted by unit name of power. Thanks to his accomplishment, we can live on advanced age. The last person is Henry Ford. As you know, he was the founder of Ford Company. He created a Ford system. This production system is based on assembly line method. So thanks to this system, automobile was popularized as a result of reduced production cost. Thank you for listening.
Hello, I'm June. Today I will talk about mechanical engineering jobs and what they do and pay. And first of all, mechanical engineering researcher, what they do. First, mechanical engineering researcher research and develop the various kinds of machinery, and they solve the machine's failure and unexpected problem. And third, they monitor the mechanical system and other engineers. And finally, their average annual salary is over 40 million won. And second, automobile engineer. First, they monitor the manufacturing of components of various automobile. They analyze the data for new design development for automobile. And they assess the performance of car and present a solution in case of a problem. And finally, their average annual salary is over 40 million won. And next, car mechanic. First, car mechanic check and repair the car, and they confirm the customers' vehicle's condition and give them advice. And third, they acquire the technology for electronic equipment fitted to the car. And finally, their average annual salary is over 20 million won. And next, shipbuilding engineer. A shipbuilding engineer design the ships and marine structure. And next, they examine each sections of hull, and they analyze the data related to ships. And finally, their average annual salary is over 40 million won. And next, aircraft mechanic. Aircraft mechanic assemble the engines of aircraft, and they check each part of aircraft, and they replace the broken parts of aircraft. And finally, their average annual salary is over 40 million won. And next, lastly, electronic equipment repair crew. Electronic equipment repair crew set up the electronic equipment, and they check and repair the electronic equipment, and third, they explain how to use electronic equipment and precaution for customers. And finally, their average annual salary is over 20 million. Thank you for listening.
Hello everyone, my name is John Bam. I introduce inventions of mechanical engineering. There are so many fine inventions about mechanical engineering, but today I will show you only two inventions. First invention is engine. Engine is a device that converts heat energy into kinetic energy using fuel. Engine has typically two main types. First type is internal combustion engine. It burns fuel inside of engine, so it uses heat energy directly. Typical example is car. And second type engine is external combustion engine. It has another firing system, so it uses heat energy through another fluid, air or water. Typical example is steam locomotive. And we can use these engines to create so many kinds of transportation, like motorcycle, car, ship, and airplane. And second invention is robot. Robot is a device that automatically operates or handles a given work by people. Robot has there are so many kinds of robots, but I will show you only two kinds of robots. First is industrial robot. It's used in a factory for automatic producting, and it generally has a form of arms. And industrial robot includes welding robot, moving robot, and cutting robot. Welding robot welds metal and stick it together, and moving robot stretch their arm and catch the product and move it. And cutting robot cuts off the metal. And another kind of robot is life-saving robot or rescue robot. Life-saving robot is a robot that can go to the place where people can go to perform rescue activities in an emergency. For example, life-saving is like firefighting robot, and ocean rescue robot, and caterpillar robot. Caterpillar robot can go very dangerous places like battleground or earthquake site. Today, we talked about famous people, job and what they do and pay, and inventions about mechanical engineering. Any questions? Thank you for listening.
Guys, excellent. All right, you guys move to the back, and then group 2, come on up. Let's see here. Song Bin, first, second, third, or fourth? Second. Sang Hung,
Yes.
first, third, fourth,
Last.
last. And Hyungsa, first, third,
First.
first. And Jay, third, third. Okay, then come on, Hansa, you're up there. Click on your PowerPoint, you guys can start. It's on the bottom right. Go over, down, over. See the little screen? Go, no, over, no, over. Okay. Yep.
Hi everyone. We are group 2 and my name is Hansung. Today we are going to talk about electronic engineering. There are many things to talk about electronic engineering. Today we are going to talk 4 parts. Different areas and best accredited schools, invention and discoveries, and kind jobs and works. Now I talk about different areas. Many things are in electronic engineering, but today I talk 4 different representative areas. First is semiconductor. Semiconductor is the substance used in electronics that whose ability to conduct electricity with higher greater heat. Second is electrical circuit. Electrical circuit is a complete load that electricity loud go around. Third is optics. Optic is the branch of science connected with sight and light. It is the basic course of electromagnetics. The last is info communication. It is the systems and processes that are used to communicate and broadcast information, especially by means of electricity.
Hi everyone, my name is Jo Sang-bin, and and I will introduce about best accredited schools all around the world and Korea. First, I will introduce about best schools to study electronics in Korea. The first is KAIST. KAIST stands for Korea Advanced Institute of Science and Technology. KAIST is located in Daejeon, and KAIST is well known for engineering. So KAIST will be the best choice to study electronics. Second is Seoul National University. Seoul National University is located in Seoul, and I think Seoul National University is the best school all around the department. So Seoul National University will be the best school to study electronics. So second is Hanyang University. Hanyang University is the best, well known for engineering. So Hanyang University also be the best school to study electronics. Last, Gyeongbuk National University. In Gyeongbuk National University, electronics is a specialized department, so we can get a lot of support of our school. So if you like to study electronics, Gyeongbuk National University will be a good choice. Next, I will introduce best schools to study electronics in foreign country. The first is MIT. MIT stands for Massachusetts Institute of Technology. MIT is located in USA, and as you know, MIT is very well known for engineering. So MIT will be the best school to study electronics in foreign country. So next is Stanford University. Stanford University is in USA, and Stanford University is ranked as number 1 out of 584 universities. So if you go to Stanford University to study electronics, it will be a good choice. Next, University of Cambridge. University of Cambridge is located in UK, and University of Cambridge is ranked as 4 out of 584 universities all around the world. So if you go to University of Cambridge to study electronics, it will be a good choice to study electronics. Finally, University of Oxford. University of Oxford is ranked as 2 all around the world, and University of Oxford is located in UK. If you go to University of Oxford, it will be a good choice to study electronics. Thank you for listening.
Hello, my name is Cho Jae-hwan, and today I will talk about the invention of electronic engineering. First, eye tracking device. It recognizes the user's eyes. Image sensors register the image of the user's eyes and the projection patterns in real time. Then mathematical models are used to calculate the eye's position and the gaze point. In this picture, it is used to sense sleepiness while he's driving. When his eyes are closed, the device will make a loud sound. Eye tracking device helps to design or advertise things. By tracking the consumer's eyes, people can make things more attractive or design websites better. It also used to help people who have difficulty moving or are disabled. Without moving arms or legs, they do work through their eyes. Next, smartwatch. Smartwatch, it looks just like general watch, but has a lot of functions. It has camera, GPS, and can connect to smartphone, so users easily check the alarms that comes from the smartphone. It also can make a phone call if the device is connected to smartphone. Next is cell phone. Maybe most people have cell phone these days. In the past, it was only used to contact with people. But today, thanks to the improvement of technology, people can see movie, watch TV program, and listen music, and buy things through their cell phone. I usually use cell phone by chatting with friends and listening to music. Finally, remote control. It is a device that controls some functions of a television, DVD player, and a DVD player from a distance. If you push the button on the remote control, the infrared ray sign is sent to electronic appliance. Then that sign is changed into electronic sign. In this manner, the remote controls works. Any questions? Thank you for this.
Hi everyone, my name is Sangyan Choi and I will talk about client's job and works and what they do and their pay. So, electronic engineering learn both software and hardware, so we can choose many kinds of jobs. First is web developer. They're a software engineer. Web developer is a programmer who specializes in the development of World Wide Web application set, WWW, and they create homepage and manage it. On average, they earn 4,350 million won or more. Second is application developer. They're software engineer too. Application developer is programmer who program mobile apps. They create application and manage it. On average, they earn 4,350 million won or more. Third is an electronic engineer. They're hardware engineer. An electronic engineer study, design, and oversee production of electronic equipment such as computer, television, radio, or what else? Telecommunication system. And they may also service equipment. On average, they earn 4,000 million won or more. Fourth is researcher. To develop new knowledge or to develop new products or process, they study electronics and develop products and services. They enter research institution or businesses, and they also need long educational background too. They earn 4,000 million won or more. Next is patent attorney related electronics. With complex products, it has become important to get patent. Patent attorney is supporter for obtaining patent rights, and they make ideas or technology patent and protect them from steal. And they earn a lot of money. On average, they earn 5,700 million to 10,000 million won. As I said before, electronic engineers study both software and hardware. And many products became digitized. We can work all about electronic products like computer, semiconductor, electronic circuitry, programming about computer or mobile, car, telecommunication, and AI, robot, and other many. If after our graduating, many companies will welcome us. So, summary. Hansa talk about different area, and second, Songbin talks about best accredited schools, and Jaewon talks about invention and discoveries, and I talk about kinds of work about electronic engineering. Anyone has a question? Good. Thank you for this.
Okay, yeah. All right, you guys go to the back, and group 3, come on up to the front. Which one are you guys? Which one? 1, 2, 3. This one? Let's see. Donsu, first, second, third.
Second.
Second. Myung-han, third. Third. And Jungmin, you're first. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Good morning. My name is Jungmin Ju. Machine can't be missed on our life. So without machine, we can't spend computer time. And we introduce our machine. For example, we will introduce about the invention and discovery of machine and historical events and Nobel Prize and famous people in mechanical engineering. So I will introduce about invention and discovery of machine. First, steam engine. As external combustion heat engine, steam engine changes the thermal energy of steam into the mechanical work. In 1712, James Watt had the newcomer discovered the steam engine, the atmospheric steam engine, and James Watt improved the thermal efficiency of newcomers. At the beginning, steam engine is used for milling machine, and then James Watt discovered a lot of engine. Then in 19th century, steam engine is used for steam driven locomotive, and it helped greatly to the first industrial revolution. Second is drone. Drone is unmanned aerial vehicle that is controlled by a radio wave. Drone has a history of over 100 years. Drone is made initially. Drone is made for military purpose. In 19th century, Nikola Tesla founded the
theory and the US government developed it. Then drone is gradually developed, and then currently drone is used for many purposes such as agri- military agriculture and data collecting for experiment and etc. And then drone and recently drone is made for personal use as well. So third is smartwatch. Smartwatch is wearable device, and people can wear this like clothing. Where smartwatch has many functions as such as telephone, message, and GPS, and uh, Bluetooth link. So smartwatch can link to smartphone and vice and many Bluetooth devices. Yeah. So additionally, smartwatch she can link no, smartwatch can convert body temperature into electricity and use it. Thank you for my listening.
Hello everyone, my name is Songsu. I will introduce historical events and transition history and Nobel Prizes of Mechanical Engineering. The beginning of mechanical engineering is the use of tools. Human tools have evolved from stones to iron. The first machine is the grain mill. Grain mill is the machine that turns grains into flour. However, the actual start of mechanical engineering is the invention of steam engine and crane. Steam engine was invented by James Watt in 18th century. Steam engine is a prime mover in converting heat energy from steam engine into mechanical work. And crane is a machine that lift heavy things and move horizontally. With this steam engine and crane, a lot of machines were invented and developed later. Today's mechanical engineering has many fields. For example, there are thermodynamics and fluid dynamics and aerodynamics. In my opinion, most famous fields are robots and vehicles like a car. Cars are getting faster and faster, and robots are becoming smarter and more useful. In the future, we can do nothing, and robots can do everything. It will be very comfortable. Meanwhile, there is a prize for winning Nobel Prize in Physics in 2010. It is graphene. Graphene was made by Cain in 2004 using transparent tape. Graphene is a layer of graphite, and it is very strong and transparent and good at electric conductivity. Graphene is very good material, and graphene will be used extensively in display area because graphene has very good flexibility, so you can bend it free. The discovery of graphene is very meaningful and worthwhile. Thank you for listening.
Hi, my name is Byung-hun. I introduce famous people in mechanical engineering. The person I will introduce is Benson. Have you ever heard of him? He graduated from mechanical engineering and he is now professor of UCLA. And he was chosen Popular Science Brilliant 10 in the world. And he won the Robo Soccer tournament, Robo Cup several times. And he gave a TED talk. Recently, he gave a lecture on TV program in Korea. He is director of robot laboratory called Romella. These are his robot that developed by him and his lab. I esteem him because he has passion and curiosity and consideration. It can be his invention. It is car for the blind. This car is the car that enabled the blind to operate directly, not just the self-driving car. So this car allow the blind to operate autonomy and get confidence. So I want to be like him. I want to be robo scientist. To summarize our presentation, first, Jungmin introduced discovery and invention in mechanical engineering. Second, Dong-Soo introduced Nobel Prize and historical events in mechanical engineering. Finally, I present famous people in mechanical engineering events. Do you have any questions? No. Thank you for listening.
Okay.